I always think about my life as being a life of service. I've always thought that I may not live a long time, but I've always thought while I'm here, I want to be a promoter of change.
All engine running. Sequence start. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Don't fly the media.
It's the reality show. It's the reality show. Come and listen. It's the reality show. Come and check me out. Check us out. It's the reality show.
Peace, how y'all doing out there? It's your man Yunique Hakeem with the reality show LA, and I'm standing here with the most incredible humanitarian, philanthropist, author, book writer, upstanding gentleman of the new age, the new world, crazy stuff going on. I don't know if I got enough words. I don't know if I even said enough words. But I'm going to introduce the man. His name is Dr. Levi Harrison.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Absolutely.
Really.
It was a great pleasure to be here because your show, as I've said before, is really about expanding the consciousness for people to understand that it's through education and through advocacy and activism that we make changes in our community. Not only communities of color, but in the human family, that if you want to make things better, you have to get involved. It's not about just talking about it. You have to actually show up and do the right thing. And education in our community is a way that we can do that. And I think it's a way to also minimize the communicative disconnects and bring things together so that we can talk about things that need to be changed and to be made better in our community.
You know what I love about you the most, Dr. Levi Harrison, is that I don't have to ask you a question. You just, it's all just, yeah, thank you. And you know what? It's like you got a dissertation already written up here. I think that's great. You don't need a script. You don't have to figure out what to say. You just, it's in me. Keep talking. I just want to
Well, no, I just want to say thanks, Eunique, because, again, your show, it was a pleasure today to be here with you and with wonderful Rosemary Lopez, and, of course, Zoe, the comedian, was with us, because we really want our communities to know that we do have to come together. We do have to make changes, and we do have to do the right thing. And the right thing is really keeping ourselves as educated as possible, as knowledgeable as possible. Read more, do things more in your community, do things more at your church, your synagogue, your temple, but get involved. That's the ticket. Get involved.
I love that. And I love what you're doing, especially like with your radio show and a lot of things you're doing for the community. Can you give us a little bit of insight on what, because I know we just did the bullying event, right? Can you give us a little insight on that?
We did an event. We were really fortunate to be invited by the chairman of that event now. It's Vinicius Machado, who's a great actor and a good friend. And he invited us to speak there. So we spoke at the StopBullyingNowFoundation.org. And it was great to be there with the like-minded people who know that and understand that the three forms of bullying are the bully, the bullied, and the bystander, and that we have to get involved to stop that. And the way we do that is by letting people know that if you see it happening, you say something. If you don't like the way you're being treated, then you let people know. But don't accept bullying as the norm. It's not the norm. Bullying should not ever be tolerated because it's not the right thing. We have to treat people the way we want to be treated. And that organization, they're really making phenomenal strides internationally to make a difference so that people understand that bullying is never okay.
I agree with you. I think a lot of the peer pressure and propaganda has a lot to do with that too, especially doing with kids and kids trying to fit in, the whole ego complex.
Yes, Eunique. And the other big thing that we don't talk about is the bullying that happens via social media. With a lot of gangster thugs, I call them, are cyber bullies who can put things online. You never know who they are, but they say things that can be very, very damaging to someone's reputation, to their livelihood even. So bullying is it's not to be taken lightly. It really isn't. So my thought is the following: be involved, say something, and then stop it. And if you are a bully, stop bullying. If you're being bullied, don't let it happen to you. If you're the bystander, then get involved and stop it.
What would be some of the ways that we can actually prohibit a lot of this kind of behavior?
I think the major thing, again, is communication. By having our kids and our children where they can come to us and talk to us about anything, that we will not judge them when they come to us. We will not tell them, well, why don't you go out and fight that person? Why don't you, or if they said about you, then you said about them. That's not the way to go. I think the key here is, Vinicius Machado says it so well, it's about love, knowing that we combat evil and badness by being more loving, more kind, more professional with people, but not accepting it. We can't accept it. Bullying has to be stopped. Unless you communicate it and stop it, then it continues.
Yeah, you know what I think too when we talk about Big Brother, you know what I'm saying, aka the U.S. You know, we do a lot of bullying. So I think maybe that could be a trickle-down effect, you know, seeing it on TV, seeing it in politics and all that.
Yes, I think you're right about that. But again, we have to know that no matter what, quote-unquote, the man is doing, whoever the man really is, that we have to know that we all have to take personal responsibility for our lives. And we do that by making responsible, strategic choices, by how we work, by doing things in our communities, in our families, in our circle of friends. Just do the right thing.
Absolutely, man. I love it, man. I love everything you're doing, Dr. Levi, man.
I'm grateful to, you know, I always think about my life as being a life of service. You know, I've always thought that I may not live a long time, but I've always thought while I'm here, I want to be a promoter of change. I want to be that fire that reminds people to do that, to make a difference, and to be more loving, to be more kind, to really live in that place of ever-expanding gratitude, know that you're worthy, and that everything is going to work out for the good. No matter how things may appear, just keep on going. Don't ever stop. And don't think of yourself as a survivor. Think of yourself as a victor. Think that victory is your birthright. Think that prosperity and joy and happiness and great relationships, these are your birthrights. And they're your birthrights because if you work for it, why should you not have it? You know, not difficult.
Makes perfect sense.
We live that. You and I live in that place, you know, along with Rosemary, along with my manager, who's phenomenal, Janet Rodriguez, you know, who's really about making a difference. You know, my incredible videographer that I work with and photographer, Aaron Price and Jamie Price. You know, these are people in my circle of love and happiness that remind me that every day gets better and better. Never think about mediocrity. You know, mediocrity can never be a part of your life. It has to be about either perfection or excellence. That's the way to live.
Yes, love this guy. This guy, man. This guy. Swear, man. This guy right here, man. I feel like I'm talking to like a older version of myself. It's crazy. I know what I'm going.
Hey, you brother, watch it. Wait.
Is it twisted? I'm only 23.
21.
I'm 23.
21.
Okay, so I don't know how old he is, but I'm 23.
I stopped at 21. I'm not passing that, man. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not participating. I really mean it. At 21, I am done.
No one talks about the sun. It's like 1,000,000 years old. And no one says, oh, the sun is old. No one talks about the moon being old. We still enjoy it. So why should we? Thank you. Yes, Dr. Levi, man. We about to start a book and everything else, man. We're going to take this on the road and like really make it happen. Y'all don't even know. Yes.
It's about, you know, the show would be called Wake Up. Because we want to awaken the consciousness of people. We want them to wake up and know who they really are. Not who society says they are, but who you really, really are. So we just say, game on. Get ready to be the best possible version of you. That's what we want.
Dr. Levi, man. Where can they listen to your show?
Well, the show is Dr. Levi's show. It's on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on ubnradio.com. And then I have another show. It's Twitch TV. It's the first Saturday of every month at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, just go to Twitch TV and you'll find me. It's the DRLEVI, Dr. Levi Show. Then they can subscribe, follow me on all my social media platforms.
Follow me on everything.
I'm everything. I'm on.
I said Facebook. I couldn't find you on Facebook.
I'm on there.
Are you?
Yeah, it's DR Levi Harrison. I'm on Instagram.
Some weird guy from Zimbabwe came up.
Really?
Yeah, I typed in Levi and some other guy came up.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet he's a good guy, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then Twitch TV, and of course, and YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm on your YouTube. I always get your new
Great,
stuff.
great. I got some new stuff coming, man.
Can't wait to check it out.
Oh, just get ready. Some new stuff on fitness, health, exercise, and for the gaming community, because I work with the gamers a lot, elite athletes that they are. A lot about them also, how to prevent injuries, and if you do a lot of texting, typing, any type of computer work, it will help you tremendously because it's about ergonomic balancing of your life and of your work.
We should talk after the show. You know, I got this back pain, man. It just
I'm here to help.
because I like try to, you know, I wake up and I get this back. No, seriously, like I started stretching, but it's kind of helped a little bit. But I think I've been hitting the weights too much. I don't know, but I be having back issues.
No worries. I'm on your team now.
Yeah, we'll talk. This guy right here is crazy. Yeah, it's Dr. Levi Harrison, reality show LA. Get real deep. We serious. We funny. We all that. But check him out. All his media pages. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I get some information and some knowledge. It's your boy Yunique Hakeem. Deuce.